Yes, so hello everyone. Good evening and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Avinash Agarwal. I am the Senior Product Trainer at IFA now, and I'll be your host today. So before starting with today's webinar, let's set some rules. So if you have any doubts during the course of the webinar, अगर आप लोगों को किसी भी तरीके का कुछ डाउट आता है किसी भी टॉपिक के दौरान इस वेबिनार में, तो आप अपने क्वेश्चंस जो है you can put up your questions in the chat box. Our team is there to look after it. They will be able to answer it accordingly. And let's say if you have more questions and which they are not able to answer, we'll take up it at the end of the webinar. So let me segregate these things. Like first, let me set the context. First, I'll be speaking about IFNR Growth Plus, and the second section is where I'll be handing over to our guest, Mr. Abhishek from SLiQ's team, for the major part of the webinar. And the third, after that, we'll be taking questions on a one-to-one basis or from the chat box itself. So without wasting much of your time, let me just present my screen. Yes, so hope my screen is visible. Okay, so let me like start with this. So before I start with the whole Growth Plus initiative, let me just speak about what is IFA now, because I can see some of the people have joined are new to IFA now. So practically IFA now is essentially a practice management solution for IFAs or wealth managers and MFDs or RIAs. Our platform combines the front office, middle office, and back office functionalities that a normal wealth management setup or a financial advisory firm needs on a day-to-day basis. It is a vision to have a very 360-degree solution set for our core users. That's what we have built over the years. So right from the back office solutions, transition capabilities, tracking, reporting, business intelligence, CRM, white labeling. So it's a very full stack, holistic platform. Our DNA is into mutual funds, but alongside that we have very extensive solutions for multi-asset tracking, reporting, including net worth analysis, cash flow analysis, and we have a very dedicated holistic financial planning suite. Goal planning, insurance planning can be done, cash flow based planning can be done. So it's a complete 360-degree multi-asset platform currently used by over 2,500 happy advisors. So this is what we had built over the years. Now we see more and more that multi-asset is becoming, I would say, a definitive growth part for IFAs or wealth management setup. Basically, because clients nowadays, as we see traditional investments or mutual funds or FDs, although they remain a very powerful engine of growth in each of our practice, they have sort of lost their shimmer. So people want something which is not that heavily commoditized. They want something innovative, something more out of the box. In some cases, some investments that fits their style of risk taking, their style of cash flow that they desire. So in that multi-product setup, we see that it is very important, a very important paradigm for IFAs or wealth managers or any financial intermediary to get into. So through the Growth Plus initiative, we are essentially solving the problem that a modern IFA setup faces when they want to expand into multi-product distribution. So let me jump to the problems that we see. So we have a very focused group of our IFAs, advisors, and one of our founder, Mr. Sonesh Dedia, himself is a practicing RIA. So we are quite well versed with the problems that arise when we get into multi-product distribution, primarily arising from the fact that the ecosystem is quite broken itself. There are a lot of boutique firms, especially when it comes to PMS or AIF. You can see 300 plus PMS, not each of them has a very large output. So they're not able to reach or engage distribution. Plus, for a distributor or for an IFA or wealth manager, it becomes very complicated very soon because a lot of manufacturers have their own separate processes, their own separate payout structure, and everything. So, without a very dedicated system, workforce, or a team managing all of these on your behalf, it gets very tricky very soon. Plus, some of these products, like in this case, like where loan against insurance policies or loan against securities, uh, which is like they have grown over the years and they have come into mainstream now. So once you know them, you'd want to better improve the discoverability of such products to your customers. So marketing and upselling always remain a challenge. So in this sense, we are creating a platform because IFA now has been a B2B centric platform for financial intermediaries or for IFAs and wealth managers. We are doing this initiative to bring all of these products into onto the IFA now platform, so that multi-product distribution becomes very easy for you. The way we are doing it, there are three angles to it. So firstly, we are creating a curated product basket. As in this case, you'll be seeing the innovative product and innovative products like insurance, loan against insurance policies and loan against securities. We have gone ahead and partnered with 30 plus manufacturers, brought in a lot of products across all major asset classes. So this is the current range of products we'll be able to distribute from the platform. Not all of it has a digital DIY or a digital onboarding transition journey, but currently through offline RM assisted journey where everything is operational on a daily basis. We have a very dedicated team who is helping IFAs distribute all of these products. Another advantage is that we have products across all major asset class. So we have mainstream products like FDs, bonds. We have very innovative project, new age products like invoice discounting, market-linked debentures, insurance buyout, loan against insurance policies, and all those sort of products. So it's in mainstream products where price or quotation matters, we have gone ahead and partnered with multiple brokers on the back end. So if you want, let's say, unlisted equity, you give me a requirement, I'll run it down to the back end and get you the best price. So same for insurance, same for loans. And for niche investment, we have partnered with companies who we feel have advisor enablement, advisor and client success in mind, and we see them as a very good growth partner for us and in turn for the IFA community. So this is also one of the major benefits on the commission side because we bring scale. We have been able to negotiate good deals for ourselves and for you. If you work with us, you don't have to compromise on the commissions. We'll try to match, and in some cases we are also giving out more because we have negotiated a higher deal. So also some of these products we are working very closely with the manufacturers. In any case, if you need assistance in maybe placing uh, the product in front of your client, co-pitching, discussing. We would love to discuss and connect with you with the manufacturer and enable that also. So that is one of the key things. The second part, the second part that we are working towards is making the IFNOW platform the engine behind this multi-asset distribution. The platform as it stands has tracking and reporting possibilities with across 25 plus asset classes, plus liabilities, plus insurance. So the main benefit, if you choose to work with us, we'll manage the data for you. So we have a tight grip on that, keeping the next portfolio updated. It is a very seamless process for you. We are building some very innovative things, branding, co-branding, fact sheets, collaterals, available to expand new age onboarding and transactions wherever possible. So we are actively building that also, and many other things in the pipeline. But I think biggest value for IFA is single empanelment, single invoicing, and single RM. Because the way we see it, we have the whole machinery of backend people, product experts to facilitate things in the backend. But for you, your RM is the helpful expert in this. You'll be assigned a growth plus RM. Plus, we also have product updates, inventory updates. You are in, you're able to join a WhatsApp community. We also have like we have a rewards program because in the alternate investment space there is a lot of leeway. There's a huge playbook, and we have a lot of exciting rewards program that would be coming up. And the manufacturers, our partners, are also very keen on enabling this through our platform. So we'll soon come up with that. So that is mostly on the growth plus side. WhatsApp ready content plus images. Not everything is live, but yes, we are making progress. So lastly, to conclude with the growth plus initiative, I'll hand over to Mr. Abhishek. So Mr. Guest today is Mr. Abhishek Mehta. He has been he has more than 15 years of experience in digital lending and the banking space. He has worked with top banks like SDFC Bank and IDFC Bank. Currently, he is heading the business side of SLiQ, which is ValueNable, part of ValueNable. So, not taking more of your time, I'll hand over this to Mr. Abhishek. Mr. Abhishek, it's all yours.
Hey, thanks, Avinash. Thanks for the quick, update. Good to know that, there are a lot of people who joined across. So quickly, without wasting much time, I will share the deck, what we are here for today. so that everyone can see the entire presentation of mine. Just a second, I'll share the screen only. Is my screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay, I'll just so what is the smart liquidity? What we want to mention is sleek. What is it all about? So we are the first one in the industry who started their journey with loan against insurance policy, which was the toughest part out here. Wherein also we specialized to give loan against ULIP policy also, because these are market link policy. Loan against insurance policy is an age-old product anyway. Insurance company can themselves fund across, but funding during the lock-in period and during on the ULIP was which was not there. Officially, which was there. So we got this product formalized with a couple of lenders and made it digital. So it's works similar as mutual fund, but it is funded over the ULIP policy. How it will work, I will just run through it. So I'll just give a quick background about us. We've been almost right now 5 years old. We have 160 plus employees with working with us right now, and we have bought the entire multi-stack asset platform. Not only loan against insurance policy, but mutual fund, but and shares. All the three stacks are there available with us, and we've been funded by Zerodha. Couple of years back, and that is where our digital journey had boosted post that. So, why would you everyone look out for last? Right now, what should they look out for? Your customer very well. They have loans like home loan, business loan, working capital. Everywhere there is a documentation which he has to provide to them. This is the only product where there is no income documentation requirement. The CIBIL criteria is very nominal. There are no, kind of stamp duty charges, simple processing fees which is there, and at the same point of time there is a trail in earning for all of us out here. So it is no income documentation. The age groups run between 21 to 70. Unlike any other product, there is no CIBIL scoring requirement. It's very hands-on journey, and based on the partners or the customers portfolio, the loan is derived on the spot itself. So he doesn't have to wait for a sanction letter to come or agreement to gen. It's over the fly itself. So entire journey is a digital journey which ends up within 15 to 20 minutes. So what you should look out with us. It's kind of very simple. There are all the products which are available in the multi-asset, be it insurance policy, mutual fund, shares. Even if it's a dematted mutual fund, sometimes your client might be holding across. We get the account opening done digitally, and the pledging is only which is only a step, which is a physical journey out here. Also, we have a digital online support plus an offline support. There are a lot of RMs which are there in various cities of ours, who can also guide you and meet you in person, and run you through the entire platform also. So these are my insurer partner. Today we partner with more than 11 insurer on the private side. This is only private. LIC is still a long way. ICICI Pru, HDFC Life, Bajaj, PNB, Tata. These are all my prime insurance company where we do digital loan against their ULIP policy. Today a ULIP loan journey is done by the customer within 15-20 minutes. We get the pledging done from the insurance company itself. यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं कुछ सेंट्रल मैकेनिज्म है एमएफ सेंट्रल टाइप or NSDL type. It is an insurance company themselves only gives the pledging. So we are integrated with the insurance company, and where we pull the data and fetch and accordingly pledge the data based on the customer loan requirement. So we have multiple lender options also. Bajaj is our main, partner out here. Aditya Birla, who has recently started doing business with us, Tata Capital, Geo. And in case, there are some cases which are totally offline. Like Avinash told you, if you have some requirement, he will get it across done with someone else. That is what, in case there is a requirement which comes across. Okay, let's say an example, it's a private limited firm or a partnership firm who wants a loan against their security, or an HUF or trust. We will able to cater to it because we have multiple lender options out here. That is where we'll be trying to build across. Okay, any inquiries there will, even in that says promoter funding also. We have done a lot of promoter funding cases where the promoter doesn't want to liquidate his investment because it gives a bad notion in the market. We have arranged funding against this liquidity out there. So, you must have seen various rates in the market going across. our rate, we feel as of now is, it's very, very competitive. 9.99 is the rate. There is only one processing fees, which is very nominal. It's an OD account. The loan starts from minimum of 25,000, and goes up to 5 CR itself. The loan tenure defines from 1 year to 8 years. This is how the entire platform works. I will just run you through a video. Before that, I'll just give a background about, our founders. Both the founders, Mithil Sechpal and Satprem, are actuary by profession. They have spent decade plus in various insurance company, HDFC Life, ICICI, through Tata Capital, where they've been part of various pricing policies itself. So, that is how they work across. I will just run you through the video, how the journey works, how it is a smoothful for the customer. Just a second. So also the journey out here, the partner themselves can do half of the journey by taking OTPs from the client, and only at the crucial stages where, it's kind of a selfie or a video KYC is done by client. The rest entire journey you can do on behalf of your customer, or customer themselves also can do. So I'll run a video which shows that how a partner can do the journey on behalf of the customer. The same screens are there for customer if he wants to do on his own. Okay. Uh, Let me know if my the video sound is visible or not.
No, the sound is not available. I guess you have to select enable the sound also.
Okay. Sound, I can see it is there. I'll just run through the video. If the sound is not visible, I'll just run through that video. So, what we have to do out here, there is a plus icon out here. You have to add the customer based on his mobile number and email ID. As soon as you add the client, you can see it on the dashboard out here. So there is an option that we can start the journey on behalf of the client, or you can share this link to the client or over the WhatsApp, email, SMS, whatever way you want it across. So let's say you start the journey. The basic information which everyone would require is PAN, Aadhaar number, mobile number, and email ID, which anyway you will have for your client. You enter your PAN. As soon as the PAN and the mobile number is entered, there is an OTP which goes to the MF Central, where in the MF Central you will see the entire portfolio. It's not necessary whatever investment that you have done on behalf of the client, only those portfolio will be able. All the investment which he has done, via support of another partner or a banker, whatever it is, the entire portfolio can be seen out here. So this is where you import the portfolio out here, and this is the entire portfolio which is can be seen out here. So okay, today's as on date today limit 59 lakhs is the total portfolio value. Based on that, there is a rule engine we have run across, and based on that, the eligibility is derived. So let's say Bajaj out here, the eligibility is 31 lakhs. Aditya Birla might have 26 lakhs. That is where the rate of interest also you can see the difference, and the customer can do the choice, or you can also do a choice of your own. So in case you want to deselect some of the fund because there is an STP which is there, or a liquid fund where you don't want to get it pledged. So you can untick those folios and update the eligibility once again. So that those only folios will be pledged. So now he moves to the, like a DigiLocker page, which I have skipped. DigiLocker can be done, on behalf of the client. You enter his Aadhaar number and get be done. Now the crucial stage comes across the, selfie and the bank account detail, which client has to do it across. So in this stage, there is a copy link which is there. You can copy this link and send it to the client. Okay, kindly take your selfie and enter your bank account details. It is as simple as that. If he completes this stage, we will be able to move to the next stage. So there comes the loan agreement stage, where you can, see the entire detail of the loan agreement, whatever rates, loan amount and everything. and it can be signed via an OTP, which you can avail from the client. So the entire agreement can be seen and the mandate can be done thereafter. The mandate can be done either via net banking, debit card, or an Aadhaar based, net banking. If you want to send the mandate link to the client, you can always do the same thing. And thereafter you pledge it across. Again, the pledging comes from MF Central. Whatever folios you have ticked across, for those OTPs would come to client, and you have to enter that OTP out here. It's a single OTP, not a multiple OTP. It would be a single OTP. No CAMs and CAR be different. It is singly from MF Central. And the last stage, which remains the video KYC. You can set the limit of the amount of the disbursal. Let's say we have sanctioned 28 lakhs out here, but currently the fund requirement is only 10 lakhs. You can select those amount that this much amount should be only be auto disbursed, not more than that, so that the client doesn't get the entire amount in his bank account. So now this is a video verification. You can copy the link once again and send it to the client. The client has to keep handy his original PAN card, and thereafter he completes the journey. The entire journey is done hereafter. Within 2 hours, the limit would be sent into his account, and the 10 lakhs which you have asked for an auto disbursal, it will come to his bank account which he has selected for mandate purpose. So this is the entire journey out here. There is one more important tool that I wanted to show it across to you, is that how, what is the beneficial that client gets across by availing this LAS. If you are able to see my Excel, I'll just explain you an example out here. The total investment, let's say the client has done 12 lakhs, and current market valuation based on his investment tenure which has been there, it is 20 lakhs. Now he comes across to you for redemption that I want 10 lakhs rupees. I have some important requirement for a couple of months. I would like to withdraw the fund. But instead, if you can tell him, okay, why don't you pledge your funds and avail an OD facility for a couple of months? You pay only based on your utilization. Once your work is done, you can, repay the loan and close the account. So let's say, let's compare if he redeems, 10 lakhs rupees versus he takes a loan against mutual fund. When he redeems, he might get a, long-term, short-term capital gain based on his investment cycle. That amount is a loss for it. So let's say the capital gain out here is a 50% out here, which we have taken as a long-term capital gain. But if he avails loan against mutual fund, the current market value remains same as 20 lakhs. The rate of interest which we offer right now is 9.99%. The value remains same, 20 lakhs. Over out here, it would be 9.5 lakh because the capital gain and the redemption is done. The investment still grows at a steady growth of 14%. You can play across with it 14, 18, 12, whatever you want it across. And the investment holding cycle is for 3 years. The 9.5 lakhs, which is there, which you did not avail loan, that will move to 14.07 lakhs if a steady growth of 14% CAGR. But if the loan is availed, the 20 lakhs will move to almost 30 lakhs out here. Okay, so there is a investment which has grown by 9.5 lakhs, vis-a-vis of 4.5 lakh. You can always ask me, Abhishek, I had paid the interest on the loan which you have, I have availed. So we have deducting the expenses also out here. There is a loan which you have availed 3,30,000, and the net gain is 632 versus 4.5. When we compare 6.5 with 6.32 versus 4.5, still there is a net gain of 1.74 lakhs. So net, it's always been a benefit to the client. Even if at the worst market scenario, let's say the returns are at 12%, still there would be a difference of 94,000 out here. Or if the return goes exponentially good also in the 16 to 18%, the difference would be 2.5 lakhs. So this is a handy calculator which you can share it with your client and play across with his numbers. So this was from our side, what we are, what we do. The same journey remains for mutual fund as well as shares. The shares are pulled from NSDL out here. If it's a CDSL, then you need to give us a portfolio. We will verify whether the loan is, the loan is, how many shares are eligible out there, and accordingly the journey you can start across. So, Avinash, if you can.
Yes, so thank you so much, Mr. Abhishek, for this. If you can, share more light on loan against insurance policies, that
Yes.
would be great. because
Right.
me as an individual also, I'm very excited for this to introduce in Growth Plus, and all our IFS also have seen, many of IFS have messaged me personally also for this. So if you can shed more light, that would be
Sure.
great.
I'll just explain that part. Okay. So, unlike mutual fund in insurance policy, there are two documents which are, every customer gets across, which is a unit statement and a bond, policy bond and unit statement. We currently are live with five insurance company on the loan piece, which is ICICI, HDFC, PNB, Tata, and Bajaj Alliance in this matter. So you need to give us the unit statement and bond to us. We will first verify whether this is assignable or not, because not every insurance policy is assignable. There are almost every insurer company will have 20 odd products with various UIN. All of that 80% are assignable. Only those cases which are not assignable, it's like marriage act 1, or in that matter, if it's a age group of whether life assured is a minor, will still not able to give it, or the policy holder age is about 70%, 70 years. Those cases, the policies are not assignable. Otherwise 80% of the policies are assignable. Once you give me the unit statement and bond, we will analyze it across and let you know what is the eligibility. Normally it is in the range of 40 to 45% in insurance company. We fund in under lock-in also. So let's say in insurance there is a 5 years lock-in, and he has paid two premiums, 2 years premium, and currently his fund value is in the range of 10 lakhs. So we might give him 4.5 lakh out here. He doesn't have to serve interest during the remaining 3 years of his lock-in period, and there would be no margin call also out here for him. The reason is that because the funds are under lock-in period, the lender at any given day will not able to give him margin call, because he will not able to sell his units or NAV out here. So the customer is at the ease that whatever loan he has taken, he can invest in whatever liquidity portion that he wants across. Also, the interest for the entire 3 years will be paid in a bullet payment on the 61st month of the policy. So, for example, 24 months are over. He has come to us on the 25th month, and he availed a loan of 4.5 lakh. The remaining 36 month, there would be no interest which will be due to him. The entire 36-month interest altogether will be paid on the 61st month of the policy. So the journey for him will remain the same: KYC, agreement signing, mandate, pledging. Here we will be getting the pledge form signed for, which is derived by every insurance company, and thereafter we will send it to lender for disbursal purpose. The disbursal out here will take 24 to 48 hours, because the insurance pledging confirmation comes only after 24 hours. So that is the only difference, where mutual fund we might get pledging confirmation in 2 hours, but insurance pledging confirmation comes between 24 to 48 hours. And the good part also out here, post lock-in period, if the client comes across, still he will able to get him a loan. Over here, it would be monthly interesting cycle. It will not be like a lock-in period where he doesn't have to pay the interest. Out here, there would be a margin call, and there will be interest on monthly basis. So he can withdraw it. It would be kind of OD account. He can withdraw it and he can park it back at any given day. Am I was clear, or we should go to the question? So probably I would come to know, okay, what they have understood, what
Yes, so
understood.
that was a great, like, you have explained it wise. I can see some questions in the chat box.
Okay.
So if we can start answering that, and people, if you have any doubts, you can either post your question in the chat box, or you can raise your hand, and we'll be able to unmute you, and then you can ask your questions. Before starting with the questions, I'll just inform that the deck or the PPT or the calculator which Mr. Abhishek showed us, all will be shared to you. Plus the recording of this session will be able to share you once we are done with the webinar. Our team will be sending it to you. Yes, Mr. Abhishek, please, we can start with the questions.
Okay. So, I think the Mukesh ji asked that, he didn't understood OD facility that you mentioned. So, Mukesh ji, it is it is not a term loan out here, unlike personal loan where he will have a fixed EMI. It's a limit set out here based on his investment. So, 10 lakh ka, loan hai. then he might get a limit of 4.5 to 5 lakhs rupees. He can withdraw it like it's a working capital or OD account. He can withdraw 2 lakhs and pay interest only on 2 lakhs, not on the entire 5 lakhs. If he withdraws the entire 5 lakhs, he will be charged interest on the 5 lakhs. So it is on a daily interest cycle out here. It is not on a fixed EMI kind of a scenario. And to answer the another part of the question, he had asked why mandate is required. The mandate is for interest collection cycle. So whatever interest he has, whatever utilization he has done from day 1 to day 30th, per day interest calculate is there, and it is hit on the third of every month. So that's the reason the mandate is done. Mandate is nothing but e mandate or a natch mandate which is done. Was I able to answer his question?
Yes, I believe you have answered the question very well. So now
Okay.
Mr. Jatesh has asked, ULIP of which insurer will be accepted?
So these are 5 insurers that we are currently tied up, which is ICICI, HDFC, PNB, Tata, and Bajaj.
Okay, now I believe Mr. Ankush Sharma has raised his hand, so I'll just allow him
Okay.
to unmute himself.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Ankush, you can unmute and you can ask your question directly with Mr. Abhishek.
या अंकुश जी।
आवाज आ रहा है
हाँ, आ रही है, आ रही है।
सर। लास्ट प्रोडक्ट में डिफॉल्टर का पैरामीटर क्या है?
सर इसमें कैसा है कि दो चीज होती है। डिफॉल्टर तो नहीं होता है उसका, कभी भी एनपीए नहीं हो सकता है ये अकाउंट। एग्जाम्पल, आज आपकी ईएमआई डेट है थर्ड ऑफ एवरी मंथ। आप थर्ड को पे नहीं करते हो, वो लोग आपको रिमाइंडर भेजते हैं कि आप फिफ्थ तक, सेवन तक पे कर दीजिए। इन केस आप पे नहीं कर पाते या क्लाइंट पे नहीं कर पाता है फॉर एनी रीजन, उतना अमाउंट का माल वो लोग सेल कर देते। नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स दे विल सेल एंड रिकवर देयर इंटरेस्ट। सो इट डजंट गो टू एनपीए। आप कभी भी एनपीए नहीं जाते हो, यहाँ पे डिफॉल्ट नहीं होता है। सेकेंडली, आपका पूरा यूटिलाइजेशन है अमाउंट, ओके। और आज मार्केट नीचे की, बिकॉज इट्स अ मार्केट लिंक प्रोडक्ट और आपको लिमिट दिया हुआ है, तो 10 लाख का वैल्यू समझो 9.5 लाख रुपया हो गया है, जहां आपका यूटिलाइजेशन 4,80,000 होना
वो
चाहिए,
तो
लेकिन
शॉर्ट
बिकॉज,
हो गया।
सॉरी,
वो तो शॉर्ट फॉल हो गया।
हाँ शॉर्टफॉल है, तो वहां पे मार्जिन कॉल आता है।
सर,
ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ दो जगह।
स्पेसिफिक ऐसा है
हाँ,
कि ड्यू टू रिन्यूअल डेट, अगर किसी ने रिन्यूअल नहीं किया।
ओडी रिन्यूअल डेट आप बता रहे हो?
हाँ, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट
हाँ,
रिन्यूअल है ना। अभी मेरा
यस,
आपके साथ
3
जो
साल का
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट
होगा,
होता है,
एक
राइट।
साल, 2 साल, 3 साल,
हाँ।
तो उसका प्रोसेस क्या है? मतलब उसमें डिफॉल्टर में कैसे जाते हैं और उसका कंपनी क्या प्रोसेस फॉलो करता है?
सर ये 3 साल का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन होता है। जैसे
हाँ,
3 साल खत्म होने से 45 डेज पहले रिमाइंडर आना शुरू होता है क्लाइंट को, मेल पे, एसएमएस पे, कॉल्स पे आता है, कि
हाँ।
इट्स 45 days, we would like to renew the contract or no. If he doesn't answer anything after calling, SMS, he doesn't give his consent और कुछ भी बता नहीं रहा है, तो देन बेस्ड ऑन द यूटिलाइजेशन उतने का यूनिट सेल हो जाता है, और बाकी का अमाउंट मतलब हम लोग अनप्लेज कर देते हैं उतने म्यूचुअल फंड्स।
रिन्यूअल डेट के पहले या रिन्यूअल डेट के बाद?
बाद बाद
इंटीमेशन रिन्यूअल डेट के पहले आता है या बाद में आता है?
रिमाइंडर रिन्यूअल डेट के पहले आता है।
और
अगर
रिन्यूअल
उसका,
होने के कितने दिन तक उसको स्टैंड बाय रखते हैं?
सॉरी सॉरी, आपकी आवाज मेरे को मिस आउट हुई।
रिन्यूअल डेट आ गया,
हाँ,
तब रिमाइंडर
उसके बाद
नहीं
7
दिया
वर्किंग डे स्टैंड बाय पे रहता है, 7
अच्छा,
वर्किंग डेज। हाँ,
कंपनी ने रिमाइंडर ही नहीं दिया?
नहीं रिमाइंडर तो सर आएगा ही, सिस्टम
कौन से
ड्रिवन है।
तरीके से रिमाइंडर देना जरूरी है?
सॉरी,
कौन सा रिमाइंडर आता है? मेल आता है,
मेल
नोटिस
आता है,
आता है?
एसएमएस आता है।
तो बोथ प्रोसेस फॉलो करना जरूरी है क्या?
नहीं, वो कंपनी की तरफ से आता है रिमाइंडर कि आपको रिन्यू करना है कि नहीं।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, मेरा ऐसा बोलना था कि रिन्यूअल का इंटीमेशन बोथ, मतलब एसएमएस और ईमेल दोनों आना जरूरी है या एनीवन भी जरूरी है? एनीवन चलता है?
एनीवन
एज
तो
पर
चलता है, ये मेल तो आएगा ही आएगा।
नहीं
मेल।
आया है, एक क्लाइंट का मेरा यही डिस्प्यूट
हाँ।
हुआ है, उसको मेल नहीं आया है और कंपनी ने लिख कर दिया है टेक्निकल ग्लिच के वजह से आपको हमने मेल नहीं किया, और उसका बहुत बड़ा फंड उन्होंने रिडम कर दिया।
ओके। सर
हाँ।
अभी
और
फिलहाल ये।
उसके
हाँ।
अगेंस्ट में सेबी का सर्कुलर और आरबीआई, क्योंकि लैस पॉलिसी सेबी और आरबीआई के जॉइंट वेंचर में पॉलिसी डिजाइन है,
राइट।
क्योंकि उसमें सेबी का भी गाइडलाइन है और आरबीआई का भी गाइडलाइन है।
बराबर।
तो वहां पे वो गाइडलाइन ही मेंशन नहीं है, और जो लैस कंपनी है वो
हम्म।
उसके पॉलिसी वर्डिंग पे बात कर रहा है। उसकी पॉलिसी वर्डिंग में ये है कि एज पर हमको उस समय जो लगेगा वो हम करेंगे।
सर अभी एग्रीमेंट तो हमेशा वन साइडेड होता है
हाँ, तो वही बोल रहा हूँ, तो
वेंडर्स का।
आरबीआई और सेबी का सर्कुलर उस रिगार्डिंग क्या है सर?
सर आरबीआई इसमें, आरबीआई बोलता है यू हैव टू बी फेयर विथ योर कस्टमर। ओके। यू हैव टू बी ऑलवेज बी कस्टमर सेंट्रिक आउट हियर। वो उनका पार्ट है। अभी एग्रीमेंट में जो लिखा है, विच कैन ऑलवेज सुपरसीड दैट कस्टमर सेंट्रिक अप्रोच। अभी सर एक आउट ऑफ एकदम एक्सट्रीम है। मैं बोल रहा हूँ शायद ये 1000 जन में एक जन के साथ हुआ रहेगा या लाख में एक जन के साथ हुआ रहेगा। व्हाट वी हैव सीन अक्रॉस इन आवर जर्नी, सबको रिमाइंडर, इनफैक्ट हम भी रिमाइंडर देते हैं क्लाइंट को, हम भी कॉल करते हैं जब भी हमको भी आता है रिन्यूअल्स का। हम लोगों को तो बल्क आता है कि इतने सारे कस्टमर्स का रिन्यूअल आया है। सो अकॉर्डिंगली विल ऑल्सो इन्फॉर्म क्लाइंट एंड एज वेल एज दी लेंडर आउट है, तो रिन्यूअल होता है। दिस कुड बी वन ऑफ द सिनेरियो जहां पे सर अभी मैं, मेरे पास अभी ऐसे आंसर नहीं इमीडिएटली आपको कुछ देने के लिए। यू नो
नहीं तो मेरे को उसके रिगार्डिंग आप सेबी का और आरबीआई का सर्कुलर दे सकते क्या? लैस के रिगार्डिंग बाय डिफॉल्टर
आरबीआई का
कंपनी ये
सर्कुलर,
बोल,
सेबी का तो मैं आरबीआई का सर्कुलर आपको मैं भिजवा दूंगा वाया अविनाश।
उन्होंने ये डिक्लाइन किया है कि डिफॉल्टर हो गया क्लाइंट, इसके वजह से ड्यू टू रिन्यूअल डिफॉल्टर ऑफ क्लाइंट वी हैव रिडम ऑल यूनिट्स।
तो उन्होंने इंटरेस्ट पे नहीं किया था क्या सर, कुछ ऐसा कुछ था?
रेगुलर इंटरेस्ट पेड है कस्टमर, और
सर अभी वो
उन्होंने
केस
एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट।
स्पेसिफिक मैं यहाँ पे आपको कुछ, मेरे को जब तक पूरा व्यू नहीं
नहीं
मिलेगा मैं
ठीक
आई
है
विल
ना,
नॉट
ठीक।
एबल टू।
तो आपका नंबर सर से मिल पाएगा क्या हमको?
अंकुश जी, वी कैन डू वन थिंग। आप एग्जिस्टिंग आईएफएनओ यूजर है या कैसे है?
आईएफए यूजर।
आईएफएनओ यूजर है आप, ओके। आपके सपोर्ट आरएम कौन है?
मेरी है श्वेता।
श्वेता, ओके ठीक है। तो मैं एक बार चेक कर लेता हूँ बैकएंड में, और फिर वी कैन कनेक्ट इज ऑफलाइन, बिकॉज क्या है ना कि हमें दूसरे भी
नहीं
क्वेरीज
ठीक है ना,
एक्चुअली हैंडल करने हैं। तो
ठीक है
आप,
ठीक है
आपकी जो
ठीक है
स्पेसिफिक क्वेरी है, मैं उसे
ठीक है
ऑफलाइन ले लेता हूँ। थैंक यू।
ठीक ठीक। थैंक
यस
यू।
अभिषेक जी,
थैंक यू।
कुछ
यस।
चैट बॉक्स में कुछ क्यूएनए है, अगर वी कैन
ओके।
टेक दिस।
ओके। can you read out? Probably that is loading at my end.
Yes, so Mr. Jatesh has asked, only policies run for 61 months will be accepted.
No, so ULIPs lock in are generally 60 months. That's the reason वहाँ पे मैं 61st month बताया. The policy tenure can be 15 years, 20 years. So the loan can go after post lock in also, after 61st month also.
Yes, so and Mr.
Unlike
Mukesh,
ELSS में 3 साल लॉक इन होता है, यूलिप में 5 साल लॉक इन होता है. So that was the difference I was trying to frame out here.
yes, and Mr. Mukesh has asked, any differentiating feature in SLiQ compared to other LS players?
So, differentiation, I would say, the first is the rate that we feel, the rates are very, very competitive as others. Entire digital journey उनका भी है, मेरा भी है. You get a human support also out here, I don't know from which city you are, but there are almost 6 cities where my person is there in person also. So that, in case you require some support in person, customer कहाँ का handling issues भी होता है, तो we can give that also. Thirdly, I have the entire last journey, which is a differentiator. मैं आपको CDSL अकाउंट भी रहेगा तो मैं अकाउंट पूरा डिजिटल ओपन करके दे दूंगा आपके कस्टमर्स को. ही डजंट हैव टू रन फ्रॉम पिलर टू पोस्ट. So this is where we differentiate from the other platform, and insurer is always our baby. ULIPs के अंदर I doubt any platform will able to give you fund against ULIP policies.
Yes. So, Mr. Bharat has raised his hand. I'll just allow Mr. Bharat to talk. Yes, Mr. Bharat, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
हाँ नमस्ते। मैं थोड़ा
हेलो।
सा लेट ज्वाइन हुआ
हाँ
और एक दो तीन बातें पूछना थी। अभी जो आपने बताया कि
हाँ
एवरी मंथ का इंटरेस्ट आप एवरी मंथ के थर्ड को बैंक अकाउंट से निकालेंगे, बराबर है?
राइट, बराबर है।
अगर वो इंटरेस्ट आपको 3-4 दिन में नहीं मिलता है
हाँ,
तो आप उसके इमीडिएटली यूनिट रिडीम कर देंगे।
यूनिट्स रिडीम हो जाते हैं उतने अमाउंट के लिए जितनी इंटरेस्ट ड्यू है।
अभी कैसा है, बहुत सारे कस्टमर से हम काफी सालों से जुड़े रहने की वजह से एक सिंपल एग्जांपल मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि उसका
हाँ,
इन्वेस्टमेंट म्यूचुअल फंड में करीब करीब मोर देन 1 CR है, लेकिन
बराबर,
उसको एक 25 लाख का जरूरत है, तो उसने 50-55 लाख का स्टॉक आपको प्लेस किया, हाइपोथेकेट किया, राइट?
बराबर,
हाँ,
बराबर।
25 लाख उसने उठाया। 25 लाख उठाने के बाद अगर वो 6 महीने का इंटरेस्ट नहीं पे करता है तो क्या उसका 6 महीने का जो एवरी मंथ का ड्यू इंटरेस्ट है उसका स्टॉक आप सेल कर दोगे क्या?
सर ये 6 महीने तक रुकते ही नहीं है, मतलब
हाँ,
3 महीने
एवरी
तो
मंथ
ऐसे।
का आप रिडीम कर रहे हो।
हाँ,
एवरी मंथ का रिडीम कर रहे हो, अच्छा
राइट।
अच्छा अच्छा। ऐसा है तो वो
हाँ,
लोन की रिक्वायरमेंट बिजनेस में क्या होती है, सैलरीड पर्सन की बात और है और बिजनेस वाले की बात और है। अगर वो एवरी मंथ उस चीज के ऊपर इंटरेस्ट पे कर पाएगा, कभी कभी क्या होता
तो
है बहुत
सर
सारे।
क्या आपकी बात मैं एकदम समझ गया। इनफैक्ट मतलब आपका क्वेश्चन वेरी वैलिड है, आज के जमाने में होता भी है कि उसने बिजनेस में पैसा लगा लिया है, वो तभी पैसा दे नहीं पा रहा है। तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि बिकॉज क्लाइंट सोचता है मेरे को 25 लाख ही चाहिए और हम 50 लाख या 55 लाख का ही प्लेज करवाते हैं, बल्कि उसका पोर्टफोलियो 1 करोड़ का है। तो हम लोग उनको बोलते हैं आप पूरा 1 करोड़ प्लेज कीजिए, आप लिमिट 25 25 लाख ही निकालिए, एक्सेस अमाउंट रहने दीजिए। तो जब भी आपको चाहिए, समझो ये इंटरेस्ट पे करने के लिए पैसा चाहिए, वो उतना विड्रॉ कर लीजिए और उसे इंटरेस्ट पे कर लीजिए। तो उनका सिबिल भी खराब नहीं होएगा, उनकी साइकिल भी प्रॉपर भी चलेगी और उनके फंड्स भी अकॉर्डिंगली ग्रो होते रहेंगे। तो ज्यादा सैंक्शन लेके लिक्विडिटी रखना हमेशा अच्छा बात है, बिकॉज आप इंटरेस्ट पे कर रहे हो बेस्ड ऑन योर यूटिलाइजेशन। ऐसा नहीं है कि आप पर्सनल लोन की तरह, टर्म लोन की तरह, कि आपने सैंक्शन कर दिया 50 लाख है तो 50 लाख का ब्याज लगेगा, नहीं। आपने अगर 25 लाख ही निकाला तो 25 लाख का ही ब्याज लगेगा। और इन केस कुछ शॉर्टफॉल आ रहा है उनको पैसे के लिए इधर उधर, वो हमेशा विड्रॉ करके वो बाकी का शॉर्टफॉल पूरा कर सकते हैं।
अच्छा, ओके, ठीक।
या
Yes. So attendees, if you have any questions, other questions, you can ask directly. You can raise your hand, and we'll be able to unmute you, and then you can ask your question directly with Mr. Abhishek, or you can type your chat questions in the chat box also.
सॉरी, आई ओनली लिस्ट माय हैंड।
Okay, so I can see that all the questions have been answered by Mr. Abhishek very well. Thank you, Mr. Abhishek, for that.
थैंक यू।
And thank you for everyone for attending today's session. If anything you require, any help you require, if you are empaneled in Growth Plus, you can connect with your RM, and your RM will be able to connect with Sleek's team anytime during the working hours. Even if you have not empaneled, our IFNOW empanelment journey is very DIY. You can directly go to your My Planner login and under Growth Plus, you can yourself empanel with us within 4 to 5 minutes. And if you're a new user to IFNOW, our business development team will probably reach you out in the next week, and then we'll share all the relevant Excels and PDFs and decks and everything to you. Plus, the recording of this session will be shared to you. So, yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a good day.